Welcome to another episode of the No Dress Code Pod. I'm your host, Bree. And if you're tuning in, then thank you. I do appreciate you for joining me on another week and another episode. You already know how this goes. You already know how this goes. I'm going to start this off by saying I hope that you guys are having an amazing week. And if you're not, you know what to do. You know what to do. Hit me in them DMs and be like,
I didn't have an amazing week.
and again, although there's nothing I can do for you in that moment, actually, don't even hit me in the DMs. You can hit me in the comments as well. Although there's nothing I can do for you in that moment, I will continue to speak it over you and continue to speak it into you, hopefully, that you do have an amazing week. Because that's what we're rooting for. If you're going to spend time with me, I want you to enjoy your time. Okay, I hope that you are having an amazing week. I do want to announce, I have a little announcement, you guys. We do have a special guest coming on soon. We do have a special guest coming on soon. I will drop hints on the stories as we go. Let me know if y'all catch it. Okay, let me know if you can guess who the next special guest is. We have a few coming up, so I'm trying to keep y'all on y'all toes. So, with all that being said, with all the familiarities out the way, y'all know what to do. Okay, I need you to go ahead and follow the No Dress Code Pod on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at No Dress Code Pod. Exactly how it sounds, but I can spell it out if y'all need me to. NODRESSCODEPOD. We are on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. We are also on YouTube, y'all. If you are listening on YouTube, I do appreciate you as well. And welcome to the team. Love that you are here. So today's topic is idolizing. So today we're here to talk about idolizing. So if you don't know the definition of idolizing, and I feel like a lot of the times we don't, but we know like a general explanation of what it means to idolize somebody or something, but the actual definition is to admire, revere, or love greatly or excessively. And the example was he idolized his mother, which that is so sweet. Shout out to the people out there who idolize their mothers. That is really, really so sweet. It almost makes it sound like idolizing isn't a bad thing. Is it? It depends on who you're talking to. Is there a celebrity? Okay. I think idolizing. No, I was gonna say I think idolizing can be a good thing, but no. If there was a celebrity that I would want to get to know the best, and let me tell y'all, if y'all don't know, okay, I feel like anybody who knows me personally can already answer this question. The celebrity that I would want to get to know the most, like the one I'm most interested in getting to know, Jazmine Sullivan. Please don't ask me why. It is Jazmine Sullivan. Okay, point blank period. There is nobody else. I know that y'all probably might not be choosing her, and that's okay. She's not for you if you're not choosing her. She's for me. Okay. What celebrity do I want to get to know the most? Jazmine Sullivan. And I feel like we are only 7 to 10 degrees away from people. I don't know who my 7 to 10 is yet, but my 7 to 10 people who could potentially get me to meet this woman, baby, reach out to your girl, okay? Reach out to your girl. I would appreciate it so much. Um, is idolizing a celebrity good? By definition, a lot of people idolize celebrities. So, okay, the way I look at it is you shouldn't idolize a celebrity, right? Because celebrities are genuinely people. And I had to learn that not by a negative experience. I haven't met any celebrity that I really been like, that's why I don't want to idolize people, or that's why you don't, that's why people, yeah, I haven't really had a bad experience. But just from my general understanding of the world and people are people. Whether you are a celebrity with 15 million people following you, or 50 million people who know your name, who will come out and support you because they're attracted to you in whatever way that makes sense, be it physical, be it mental, be it emotional, be it just the energy, like whatever it is that they feel like they're attracted to you for. I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, but it's just like people are people and celebrities are still people. So idolizing a celebrity, is it a good thing? For me, no. Because you don't really know what that celebrity is going through on their day to day. Like, you only see what people show you. And 9 times out of 10, people aren't showing you their bad. They're not showing you their worst. They might be showing you, they might be giving you a window view, but they're not open door policy to what they're going through. So you never actually know what someone's going through, and that's why I just feel like we shouldn't be idolizing people. I think to a certain extent that we're in a society, or in a point in society, where a lot of people are obsessing with celebrities. And don't get me wrong, I get it. There is usually something about that celebrity that speaks to you. And whether you can identify that to other people or explain that to other people, which really, in my opinion, you don't have to do. Like, that is your business. You don't have to explain why you feel like you why you feel like I'm trying to find the word that I'm looking for. Why you feel like you identify the most with this celebrity. That's not, anything you have to explain to somebody. But obsessing can be like, it depends on how obsessed we're getting. If we're talking about like oh girl and obsessed with Beyonce and Idris, nah, that's a little too far. People who stalk like Kendall Jenner, I'm saying her because that's just like the most recent one I remember somebody mentioned being stalked on. But people who like stalk Kendall Jenner, like that obsession is not cool. Like, you are playing with somebody's safety, and essentially you're playing with your safety. Cause baby, the way you can get some hot lead through your chest in a minute, playing with somebody's safety. Please do better. I think that's when it goes too far. Like, when you're idolizing or obsessing over someone so much that you no longer take account their safety, let alone your safety. Like, one thing about me, you could play with your safety. Don't play with mine. You could play all day about your safety. Don't get to playing with mine, because I'm not going to play with you about mine. I just don't. So I know you've heard that saying that you shouldn't meet your idols. And to a certain extent, I do believe that. Because I think that when people are idolizing someone, they're not taking into account that these are just normal people. They're just people who have money, and people who have a status, and people that you connect with for whatever reason, in whatever way. there's, these are people you connect with, but honestly, they're just people. So you might run into somebody, you might run into your favorite celebrity on the worst day of their life, and you catch them at the wrong time. And to be honest, I don't have to tell you my parent just died. I don't have to tell you my child's in the hospital. I don't have to tell you what I'm going through or what I'm dealing with. And because that's not your business. And I have that right to privacy. And I think that's one of the hard things. I don't know. I'm not a celebrity, but I would think that's one of the hard things about being a celebrity is you essentially give up, or you don't even necessarily give up, but people feel like they have this entitlement to your life. And I think that's one of the reasons why I resonate, or why I love Jazmine Sullivan down, because you're not in her personal life. Like, in my opinion, I don't really see paparazzi pictures of her when she go on vacation. I don't see, the pictures of her on the yacht. I don't see the drone pictures that somebody just decided to sneak and take. Like, she's a celebrity, but she also still has her privacy. And that is one thing I like. Like, in all the years that I've known you, as far as celebrity wise, and all the years that I've followed your career and, supported you in the ways that I can support you, be it by sometimes just sharing your music, or, I didn't purchase some merchandise. Okay. Purchase merch. I went to my first and only concert that I've been to has been Jazmine Sullivan. So, I'm gonna show up and show out and support. But I also like how you have a personal life that I know nothing about. And I respect that. I completely respect that. You share what you want to share, and that's beautiful to me, because there was a point in time where, and I think it has died down a lot, where people couldn't even leave their houses without paparazzi like being there. And granted, as I've gotten older, and I'm not going to say as I've gotten into the industry, because I don't really feel like I'm in the industry, but as I've gotten older, I do feel like, and I've noticed that sometimes y'all celebrities do be calling a paparazzi to meet you so that they know where you are. It's not always they harassing you. Sometimes you've called them, and that's why they know where you are. If you believe in God, and shout out to those who don't, but if you are a faith believer, because I say shout out to y'all, because I don't judge anybody. I feel like everybody's walk with God is their own, whether you choose to accept that or you choose to not. Everybody's walk with God is their own. And one of the things the Bible says is that you don't have any idols. Put no man before God. And when I first read the definition of an idol, I was like, damn. So that means I do idolize Jazmine Sullivan. But I had to question, because I was like, I don't really feel like I idolize her. There has to be like a difference in idolization, and I'm not going to sit here and hold you, obsession. Okay, if we are being completely honest, I've probably been obsessed with this woman since I first discovered her in high school. Been listening to her music ever since. And when I tell you that, baby, whatever you are going through in your music, I'm going through in my life. Okay, although I don't have no men, I got a man for every song, baby. I got a man for every song. On Hotels, I got a man for every song. If Lion, Tigers, and Bears, baby, I had a man for that. Going in Circle, baby, I got a man for your entire discography. if you need it. I got a situation in the story for your entire discography. So there was a question that said, what is basically, I'm going to summarize the question. What is the difference between having an idol and being obsessed with something? Because idolization is frowned upon, or not even frowned upon, I don't want to say it's not accepted, because if you idolize someone, then you just idolize someone. But so yeah, it is frowned upon. So that idolization is frowned upon, and the answer that I found was, a blanket is not an idol because you don't expect the blanket to tell you which way you should decide. While you derive comfort from having something familiar to you, the truth is that it doesn't really protect you. You don't worship it as something that controls your life. After reading that, I was like, okay, so I don't idolize Jasmine Sullivan. Because when I tell you that I already struggle with my faith, so that made me have a tug of war even more. Like, damn, am I idolizing this woman? Like, I don't think I am. I do think I have an obsession. I'm not gonna sit here and hold y'all. I do believe I have an obsession. But I don't see anything wrong with that. You just, honestly, certain people's energy just drives you, and certain people's energy you just click with. I can't explain it. And if you feel the energy that makes you feel safe and makes you feel secure and makes you feel like, and it's okay, and it's not hurting anyone, I fully support you in that energy. I fully support that. I definitely fully support that. I would say that a lot of times when idolizing someone, we have this made up idea of who they are in our heads. And sometimes it can be so far from the truth that it's not even funny. But we won't know. And we don't know that, I think a lot of the times when we idolize celebrities, or when celebrities are idolized, it's because we have this idea in our heads of who they are and what they are and what they believe and, what they're like and, and everything like that. And it's usually only the good parts of them. We never consider that they have a flip side. And I think that is so weird. And I say that even about myself. I think that's so weird because they have a flip side the same way we have a flip side. They are literally regular ass people just like us. The only difference is they have more of a following. They have, and I don't even want to say following, but they have more of a, I can't think of the word, but it's on the tip of my tongue and that's what's pissing me off. They have more of an influence. There we go. They have more of an influence than us. But they are literally just like us. They eat, sleep, shit, shower, hopefully, because these last few years, a lot of celebrities have been surprising the fuck out of me when they say they don't shower. Not even daily, but they don't shower. They're not taking baths, they're not showering, and that's where they're different from me. Because I'm gonna take a shower. As a matter of fact, I just took a shower. Like right before I started recording, I literally just took a shower. So they have more of an influence than the average person. But other than that, there's really usually not that much of a difference. I mean, yeah, their bank accounts is probably, in my opinion, if you're a celebrity, your bank account should be in the millions. You shouldn't be struggling like the rest of us. But who am I to say? Like, again, everybody has, because and I say that, but it's like, and it's technically not right of me to say that, because how do I know that you're not paying for, your mama's house, your grandmama's house, your auntie's house, your nephew's house, your cousin's house? You're not taking care of your little sister's car note, your little brother's college tuition, your niece's birthday, like whatever the case may be. And to me, I think it's harder to be a celebrity than it is to be the average person. And again, I'm not a celebrity, so I'm not speaking this from experience, but celebrities, they do, like, a lot of the times they do take on financial situations for their family or financial burdens of their family. And it's like, dang, you taking care of your household plus 3 more? I mean, obviously you have the finances to do it, but damn. Like I said, I'm not a celebrity, so I can't speak on how it is exactly. But a lot of the time celebrities do say, hey, I take care of my house, but I also take care of my family as well. And I don't necessarily delve too much into how you're taking care of your family, because that's between you and your family. But that they are just literally like us. They have that. They deal with I believe they deal with depression. And I was saying I believe, but there have been so many celebrities over the decades, over the years, over just the time of celebrityism, that people have died or unalived themselves because of depression, because of anxiety. I remember when Robin Williams died. I believe he committed suicide. I could be wrong. But I remember when Robin Williams died, and I was like, damn, Mrs. Doubtfire? No way. And they said it was because of depression. Yeah, suicide. So that's hard. People, that's what I mean. Like, they are just literally regular people. And sometimes the pressure of being everything that someone expects you to be, because a lot of times the fans do have an idea of who you are in their mind, whether that matches who you are in reality or not. They have an idea of who you are in their mind. And sometimes when that idea does not match the reality, sometimes they don't respond well. And if you are in a depressive state, it can be hard it can be, first off, if you're in a depressive state, it can be hard to wake up in the morning and brush your teeth, let alone go online. And this, I want to say Robin Williams, and specifically because I mentioned him, passed before really the height of social media. So, but now it's like, okay, I could be depressed, wake up, and now y'all telling me to go on live myself. Y'all telling me that my last movie was trash. Y'all telling me that, you don't support me. And it can be a lot. It can be a lot. I don't want to say you have to be strong or that you have to be particularly built for this or built for the celebrity lifestyle. Baby, we're all humans. We are all people. We are all humans. We are all just doing our best. So it can be hard for someone who is depressed. If you've never been through depression, then you just don't understand, and that's fine. I don't know the percentage, but I feel like a lot of people haven't been through depression, and that is completely fine. We don't wish it upon you if you've never had it. I promise you, we don't. But people who are going through depression and end up unaliving themselves, that is also hard as well. It's usually a hard decision that they had to come to. It was not taken lightly. It was not made without, in my opinion, severe thought. Now that's just my opinion. I'm not speaking on Robin Williams specifically when I say that, but celebrities deal with depression. They deal with anxiety. Y'all remember when Summer Walker first came out? And she said she dealt with social anxiety. If you don't deal with anxiety, then you don't get it. So I got it when she was saying that, sometimes she can be out with her friends and she can be turning up. And it can seem like I don't have social anxiety. But that's not the case. The case is I'm comfortable around these people. These people bring out a side of me. This comfortability brings out a side of me. I can somewhat let my guard down. I feel safe. If you don't deal with it, you don't understand. And this ain't no depression and anxiety episode. But I'm just saying, I think a lot of the times we as fans of celebrities forget that they are just regular people. And 9 times out of 10, they just trying to get through life the best way they can. But more money, more problems. That's really the way I see it. More money, more problems. So you I think that you can become obsessed with your idol in a bad way. Like the people who I think it was a man, so I won't say people. But the person who used to stalk Kendall Jenner, that was in a very bad way. You were obsessed. That is scary. To be stalked is scary. As far as I know, I've personally never been stalked before. But being stalked is scary. Because it takes away, from my opinion, again, I've never been stalked before, but it takes away from your sense of security. Especially because this man will show up to her house, it takes away from your sense of security. I'm supposed to feel safe. If I don't feel safe nowhere else, I'm supposed to feel safe at home. And with you now having the ability with you now knowing where I live and I did not tell you, with you now having access to this place and I did not give it to you, you are taking away from my sense of security. And for me, that's a big thing. And that's very scary, whether you realize it or not, to be obsessed with someone so much that you take away their safe spaces. That is extremely, extremely scary and extremely uncomfortable. So as far as like fan what are they called? They're called fan base. Okay, so as far as fan bases go, I've been in a few fan bases. Not really like that. But I've been in a few fan bases. When Nicki Minaj first came out, I was a big Nicki fan. I'm not gonna say I was a Barb, but shout out to the Barbs. But I was a big Nicki fan. She has not done anything personally that I've been like, oh, I don't rock with her. It's just I've changed, and I'm allowed to do that. I used to be a really, really big Beyonce fan from her movies. And I don't just mean like the Pink Panther. I mean like Carmen, the hip opera. If you've never seen that, can you really say you're a Beyonce fan? But I used to really be a Beyonce fan. Loved the debut album. Loved Dangerously in Love. I'm hearing it in my head right now. And it's an amazing song. Don't get me wrong. I like Beyonce. I do. I like some of her music to this day. Have I ever seen her in concert? No. Would I ever pay to see her in concert? My own money? I don't know. I'm not that much of a fan that I would be like, okay. But, shout out to the Beehive as well. But again, I've also said I've only been to one concert and at my big age, and that was Jazmine Sullivan. And do I think that I am a Sully fan? I do. I don't even know if that's the name of her fan base, but that's what I call us. Y'all can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I do refer to us as Sully fans. I've never been a Swiftie, but I did used to like Taylor Swift. Like, I like the artist, but as far as like being part of their fan base, because I feel like a lot of times the fan base is super duper crazy, and I'm not that type. Like, I can love you down. I'm a Sully fan probably to the day I die. We'll see. I mean, we'll see where life takes me, but I'll probably be a Sully fan to the day I die, but you won't catch me in the comments arguing with nobody about her. You said what you said, and I'm gonna let you feel how you feel. Because what's that gonna change about me or about this woman? It's not gonna change nothing. She's still gonna be who she is. I'm still gonna either rock with her on my own or I'm not. But to be sitting here arguing with you in the comments, no, I'm not gonna do that. And that's why I don't believe that I fit into the super fan type of fan. I think I'm a big fan. I think I'm a really big fan, a huge fan. But to say, but yeah, I don't think I'm in anybody's fan base, because a lot of people, and rightfully so, a lot of people are scared of the Beehive and the Barbs. I'm speaking about them in particular because I don't listen to everybody's music. So the Swifties, not necessarily what could y'all do to me, but I don't listen to Taylor anyway. So I wouldn't really see, I don't think we'd be on each other's timelines. But I would see Beyonce fans on my timeline because I'm a fan of Beyonce, and I do respect, if I don't anything else about this woman, I respect the hard work that she's put in. I respect that she is where she is because of who she is. If nothing else, I respect, I give respect when respect is due, and she definitely deserves that. At the minimum, she definitely deserves that. I also, okay, so I said that I've been a Jazmine Sullivan fan since high school, and I have. Lion, Tigers, and Bears, I Need You Bad. I think those were the first two songs I ever heard of hers, and she had me hooked. I Need You Bad was the first song that had me hooked, and I'm not even gonna tell y'all who had me on that song. What man that song was dedicated to, and in that time period of life. But baby, yeah. So when I first discovered her, I also discovered Jennifer Hudson, and I was a big Jennifer Hudson fan. I don't know if Jennifer Hudson still does music. I know she has a talk show, And, she's a host and all that. But I don't know if she still does music, but I used to be a really big Jasmine Sullivan and Jennifer Hudson fan. So I do believe that you can be a fan of two or more. Really, I think you can be a fan of as many as you want, or as many as that speak to you. Because if somebody speak to you, they just speak to you. Like, simple as that to me. When they speak to you, they speak to you. And if 10 artists are speaking to you, I don't judge you to be like,
you're just a fan of everybody.
But because I know sometimes people just speak to you for different things. And, that's okay. That is completely okay. Don't let nobody make you feel like just because you're a super fan of 10 artists that it means you're not really a super fan of one. Like, you do have that right to be spoken to by multiple people. But if you're going to be a super fan, please keep it cute. Please. I hate when super fans or when people are so much of a fan that they ruin the artist for me. Like, I like this artist, don't get me wrong. But the fact that you are literally sitting here arguing with anybody who does not like this artist is crazy to me. I mean, shout out to those people who do that, but that to me is like, I don't want to say wild, but it's definitely, it's crazy because it's like, it's not paying your bills. If it is paying your bills, then continue to do it because, we got to get these bills paid. But if you're literally just arguing on the internet with people because they don't agree that the artist that you like is a good artist, then let them. What is for people is for people. What is for your favorite artist is for your favorite artist. If I don't like your favorite artist, me not liking your favorite artist won't stop them. Won't stop their bag. Won't stop, nothing. Won't stop their growth. I don't like your favorite artist. Probably the same way how you might not like my favorite artist. And that's okay. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you about how I feel like my favorite artist deserves your like. You don't like him. That's fine. I like him. I'm still going to play him. And to me, that's all that matters. I think that when you do stuff like that, I don't know. Like, I know you're like, oh, I'm protecting my artist or I'm fighting for my artist, but you can sometimes make that artist look bad. Because no, they can't control you, or they shouldn't be able to control you. They also shouldn't get you that riled up that you feel the need to argue with someone or disrespect someone because they have a difference of opinion. If you have any artists that you enjoy that you think I would enjoy, drop them in the comments. I would love to explore some more. Let me tell you, I love me some Ari Lennox too. Okay. I haven't seen her in concert yet, but I would love to see Ari Lennox in concert. There's something about Ari that I love too. I'm not gonna say I love her as much as Jasmine, but she's up there. If I'm keeping it 100, she's up there. I don't talk about her a lot, but she's up there. I think I like the fact that she's different. The fact that she will tell you, I go through depression, I go through anxiety. Like, I'm truly just your average person who made it. And I think that's why I like her so much. Like, if you were around during COVID, she used to go live pretty often. And if you could catch it, you could catch it. And it was just like, damn, like, you really are just one of us, essentially. You just probably have millions of followers in comparison to me. And I'm only comparing, I'm not comparing you to anybody else, but in comparison to me, you probably have millions of followers, millions in the bank, you know, and, but we the same, you know. You like to walk around your house naked, so do I. You know, you cook, you clean, you got animals, you know, you do this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, girl, we relate so much. Yeah, so I also honorable mention Ari Lennox. Yeah, I'm more of an R&B girly. Love me a little R&B, hip hop, but really, really love me some R&B. I'm getting into more so neo soul. I do like a few like neo soul artists as well. If you kind of get where I'm going. So yeah, those are just some of my artists, and some of my who I'm a super fan for and who I used to be a super fan for, if you would consider it. My dad used to be a really big Beyonce fan, and I think that's partly why I was such a big Beyonce fan. He used to love her down. Shout out to my dad. He used to love her down. He would love her down. He's the reason, honestly, why I watched Carmen, because he bought it on DVD, and once he bought it, I played that thing out. It was a nice little hip hopper. I'd never heard of a hip hopper before, but it was nice. If you haven't seen Carmen, you should definitely see it. Just my opinion. But now, are you guys ready for the Reddit? It's that time of the episode where we get into, am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for telling my wife that I think she loves her K-pop man more than me? I, 28 male, and my wife, 28 female, have been married for 2 years now. It was an arranged marriage, but she seemed so perfect for me. That was until I found out about her other man. Oh my God. Apologies if I mispronounced this name. Choi Minho from the K-pop group. Again, apologies if I mispronounced this. Shine. She loves me and she does show it, and she never compares me to him. But I can't help but feel insecure when she's yelling at another man's abs as he's dancing to a song. The other night was the last straw. She spent money on a concert for SHINee, which I was fine with as I liked their music too. But as Body Rhythm came on, she started quite literally foaming at the mouth and screaming. I told her she was being weird and asked if she loved him more than me. She said yes and continued with her concert. I broke and yelled that she never loved me in the first place and that she looked at me and continued ring ding dong. Ring ding donging. But after the concert, she got pissed at me for suggesting such a thing. It's been a couple of weeks now, and I've tried to be fine, but it's been replaying in my mind. I've locked myself in my room as I'm typing this, and I don't know what to do. I feel guilty for having an outburst on her because I know how much SHINee means to her, but I'm also sad that she doesn't seem to show me the same love, and the same love that she shows Minho. I know SHINee have helped her through some of her roughest patches, but I want to be that for her as well and not feel inferior to a group of Korean men. Update. And thank you for your comments. My wife was scrolling on Twitter last night and saw that someone had posted this on there and laughed and showed it to me, joking that it sounded a lot like me. I snapped and told her that it was in fact me. We ended up having a long conversation and she elaborated to me just how much SHINee kept her sane, especially when her chronic depression was at its worst. She reassured me that she loved me and that would never change, and that the love she had for Shiny and the love she had for me were different and incomparable. I felt comforted, and I feel bad for overreacting. But she also did agree that she felt bad after that day but didn't know how to address it. I'm currently trying to see if I can get tickets to any tours coming up and maybe even fly her out to see them. I love her so much, and I've accepted that sometimes it's okay to be second to Choi Min-ho because at the end of the day, I'm her husband and I'm the one she'll come home to every day. Let me start off by saying this. You are completely an asshole for trying to ruin that concert. You might not have tried to ruin it, but the fact that you looked at this woman and said, oh, she's enjoying herself. Let me ask her if she loves this man who she has 7 to 10 degrees of separation from. If she loves this man more than she loves me. Baby, I don't like that. I don't like that. I done been through that and I don't like that. That to me is like insecure. I'm glad you had the conversation and I'm glad y'all could work it through, but that to me screams insecurity. Because why? This lady is, I'm not even going to say obsessing, but this lady is, and granted, I get it. That's your wife. You don't want her lusting after anyone else. But this woman has 7 to 10 degrees of separation from this man. And on top of that, she probably has never even searched the 7 to 10 degrees. Not that it makes a difference, but like, why? Like, I don't get that. Like, I don't understand how people trip off somebody's celebrity crush. It's a celebrity crush. It is a crush. I could see if they was running in the same circle and she has a celebrity crush on this man. That's a lot different. That man has access. I'm not tripping off nobody who don't have access. And granted, you can always get access. You can always get access. And if you do, that's on you. We're going to move how we move from there. But no, that's like how women used to lust over Morris Chestnut back in the day. Denzel Washington. Baby, do you think Miss Washington is worried about y'all lusting over her man? She know. She know y'all think he fine. But she know at the end of the day, he come home to her. He's with her. Okay? And that's what I like. She know she got a sex symbol of a husband. Morris Chestnut wife. She know she got a sex symbol of a husband. She know that these people is out here lusting after her man. Anytime he probably posts a selfie on Instagram, he got millions of women trying to drop their drawers on him. I personally ain't worried about nothing nobody else is doing. That you liking a celebrity like that don't bother me. They're a celebrity. There is literally something about them that speaks to you, and that's fine for me. And they can look completely different than me. That's fine with me. That whole, but they got like a BBL body and I don't. Okay, and if you gonna be with that BBL body, then that's on you. We gonna move how we move from there, but that's on you. Better find somebody else to play with. That's on. I personally ain't tripping, but that's just me. And I understand that I'm different than a lot of the people. Like that's me. You crushing on a celebrity does not bother me. Now you trying to crush on your next door neighbor, that might irritate me a little bit because now you playing in my face. But the celebrity, no, go ahead, baby. Go ahead. I'm glad that you guys were able to have that conversation, and I'm glad that you were able to work through that issue and that you came to that realization that she does come home to you every day. She probably hasn't given you a reason to really think that, she's going to leave you for this man. I'm glad that she was able to express that this man helped her out of her depression. And that is exactly what I think celebrities are for. That's not their job per se. Really, we should be getting therapists. We're not gonna talk about it, but really, we should be getting therapists. Well, let me rephrase it. That's for a future episode, because really, we should be getting therapists. But I'm glad that you were able to realize that it really is just a crush. Like the same way girls, and I say girls, like I mean like children, crush on celebrities. It's really the thing. Like, and remember when you were 16, 17, you had a celebrity crush. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I think since the update, I do think you snapping on her about that damn Reddit. I feel like you present a lot more red flags than she does, but I also don't want to put my past, I'm not gonna say relationships because I ain't never had a relationship. I don't want to put my past feelings or my past situations and project them onto you, but for me, you would be presenting a few red flags. For me, I would be watching you real closely. That would be me personally. I don't even know if I would accept the tickets if you found me another concert and flew me out, because why would you act like that the first time? Like that would really, really somewhat bother me. But I want to hear you guys' opinion. Let me know, who's the asshole? Is it the husband? Is it the wife? Who do you think is presenting red flags? Again, I don't want to put my projection or project my situations on to something that might not be the same as my situations. So, who do you guys think is the asshole? Let me know in the comments. Is it the wife for being so obsessed with the K-pop singer, or is it the husband for not understanding that sometimes celebrities really do help you get through things? That's part of the reason why I love Jazmine Sullivan Down, because like I said, every album that you've released, I'm saying you like she listening, y'all, because we don't speak that into existence, but every album that you've released has spoken to me. Every single album, almost every track. Hotels and the Hotels Deluxe album for sure spoke to me. Every single track. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Also, don't forget to follow me on the No Dress Code Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. We are getting a little bit more active, y'all. We're trying to present up more. We're trying to show up more. We will be showing up and showing out when we do show up, though. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing week. You already know. I hope you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to pull up. They're going to love it here. I'll talk to you guys in next week's episode. Bye.